The Martians are already here. Astronomers have discovered huge bursts of blue flame erupting from the surface of Mars. Soon, a meteorite fell to Earth. At the scene, it was discovered that the view of the meteor was extremely unusual. Is it really a spaceship? An alien figure rises from the hatch. Strong beam of light and a jet of flame hits directly at the people walking towards the UFO. People burn like torches. The whole field is on fire. Forests are burning, wooden sheds, gas tanks of cars are exploding. And fire is everywhere. About 40 people, including 6 policemen, were killed. Their charred remains cannot be identified. The Martian hides in a spaceship and reappears with a superweapon. The deadly ray easily strikes 7,000 armed soldiers. The situation is extremely serious. The government is doing everything possible to preserve the life and property of the population. Each of us must fulfill his duty, and then the alien enemy will see the unity of the country that it attacked. We must defend the supremacy of man on our planet. But the government was helpless. This event is recorded in the annals of modern history, and it is often remembered. The whole country was in panic. People fled from their homes and armed themselves. The police received thousands of calls. The National Guard was mobilized. The New York Times telephone service couldn't handle the huge number of calls. Tell me, what time is the end of the world? And it all turned out to be a joke. A program with the participation of the famous actor. This radio play, War of the Worlds, was conceived as a true roundup of news on the occasion of Halloween and aired at a time when the political situation around the world was becoming increasingly tense. The Second World War was looming, and radio broadcasts were often interrupted by breaking news reports of new threats of Nazi Germany. The radio show, broadcast across the country, convinced people of the reality of the fictional events. In 1944, War of the Worlds was broadcast on radio in the Chilean capital Santiago, and in 1949 in Quito, the capital of Ecuador. In both countries, the broadcasts caused the same panic. Why did people so easily believe in the invasion of the Martians and succumb to trickery over and over again through the media? Long before this, despite the complete lack of evidence, an amateur astronomer wrote a book in which he argued that there are channels on Mars built by ancient civilizations. Since then, the era of UFOs began, the invasion of aliens into the mass consciousness. Nowadays, UFO and ufological cult advocates are also gaining widespread attention, making loud statements about the abduction of people by a flying saucer and about encounters with God on another planet. A mixture of science fiction with blind faith disguised as religion is the road to fame. A modern sect based on the UFO cult spends hundreds of millions